you green-blooded Vulcan. The Roman god of metalworking, Vulcan. Busy man. I certainly don't mean to misspeak my place in the universe, but if I'm the Roman god of anything, I'm not working. Sorry. TG MotoRider. I traded in a bike. The list price on this was $4,500. This is a 2006 Kawasaki Vulcan Nomad 1600. Has the hard saddlebags. This is a gorgeous bike. When I test rode it on the highway, I took it up to about 75. This is a nice chill cruiser, man. 75, tacking out at just under 3,000 RPMs. Got a giant 7-inch headlight there. Got a 150 on the front. I love that. Wide tread patch. I love a wide tread patch, especially on the highway, especially in all weather. That's awesome. It's got a 5.3 gallon tank. Pretty good cruising range, about 200 miles I guess. I'm getting about 40 miles-ish to the gallon in this thing, but I've been very judicious. I've not been hammering this bike. There's not a lot about it that makes you want to hammer this bike. What's beautiful about this bike is it's quick enough, and it does really well on the highway. It's excellent. It's a 5-speed, but it's enough. It's a shaft drive, and it's got enough horsepower. It's sitting right around 70 horses. Sometimes you want to go fast, and I've got my VTX 1800 for that, but sometimes you just want a nice, pleasant ride. I mean, that's a very nice, glidey kind of ride to this thing. It's pretty sweet. You know, my adventure bike's got 7 inches of travel, so it's only an inch shy of an adventure bike in terms of the travel on the front fork. That's pretty dynamic. This bike is 830 pounds wet with everything on it. That's a good step above the 1300 line that Honda makes. From the motor dynamics on down to the way it's just everything about this bike is easy to ride. I mean, for its weight, for its size, it's very dynamic and it's very simple to ride. It carries its weight very, very low, carries it very well. Even with your fat tires, it still corners really well. You know, a 150 on the front, you wouldn't think that'd be so easy to dive in. You got a fat tire on the back too, and yet for some reason, you know what, I was like, for right around $4,000, why not? Look at all the metal you get, and it's pretty, and it rides really, really well. Let's go for a ride. The air suspension, of course, nice soft ride. Oh yeah, it's a great bike. The Roman god of metalworking. Do you know how difficult a job that is? Do you know? So, okay, not only do I have to spend my time on every battlefield in the world, but in my downtime, which by the way isn't much, I have to pound metal and fold it, and I mean, it's just, this job sucks. Oh what? Oh yeah, now they want me to do wicker? I gotta shuck it too, and I gotta weave it. I'm telling you, this job ain't good. I says to Aphrodite the other night, I'm like, Aphrodite, I swear, I think he wants me to quit. No vibration in the handlebars at all. No vibration in the grips at all. Yeah, I can sit here and do this forever. You know, if I was him, if I was Vulcan, I'd be like, you know what, this sucks, seriously. Zeus, listen, Zeus. Hey, it's Vulcan. Yeah, I got a little problem here. I'm not just making weapons. You said metalworking, which means I gotta make like ladles, spatulas, you know, cookware. It sucks. As far as being a Roman god, this job sucks. What do you mean they just opened a slinky factory in Cincinnati? Are they still making them out of metal? That's gonna take a week. Listen, tell Zeus I ain't got time to do the war stuff this week. They opened a metal slinky factory in Cincinnati. It's not gonna happen. How many of these stupid round things I gotta make? You got 2 twin piston calipers on the front, and you got 1 twin piston caliper on the back, so plenty of stopping power. I'm a little upset because I got Dionysus over there sitting around drinking Parmesan Franzia. Yeah, he doesn't drink good wine. I know he's the god of wine, but trust me, he doesn't drink the good stuff. He just wants to get drunk. Mad Dog 2020. Dionysus over there lounging around with women in togas getting fed grapes. Super stable, super nice, very, very easy to ride. The clutch is hydraulic. So you got hydraulic clutch, you got brake fluid in there, you got to keep clean, but you know what, it's a right easy pull on the clutch, very easy pull on the clutch, and the brakes are very, very easy to pull as well. Whoa, 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 wait a minute, you mean we got to make the metal part of the bottom of the pen and the clicky part? I got to make the clicky part on all the pens in the world? It's a very easy bike to ride for its size and its weight. I am very surprised. I had to look up the weight because it didn't feel that heavy to me. And I'm not a huge person, you know, I'm 5'9.5". I'm an average sized person, but it did not feel heavy to me at all. It feels lighter than my VTX 1800, even though my VTX 1800 technically on paper is lighter than this. I love the 1800, but it's definitely, you can feel the weight of it. But this is poised. It's got nuance. It's got sense. I mean, you feel like when you're on this, you don't feel like you're riding this giant heavy Cadillac on two wheels. The clutch pull's precise. The brakes are very precise. Everything about this bike is very precise. There's nothing brutal about this thing. And when I say brutal, I know some of you know what I mean. If you've ridden a lot of motorcycles, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some rides you're on, you're like, this thing is brutal. This stock windshield's amazing, especially in the cold. It's vectored enough to where, even with your hands on the grips, the air kind of shoots around you a little bit. Hey, that's the meat processing plant. That's where they found Hoffa. Lots of bumps, barely feeling them. And this thing is just really very well poised, and I'm really enjoying this ride. And that's my review of the Kawasaki Vulcan Nomad 1600. TG MotoRider, signing off. What are you talking about? Zeus wants a cheese tray for New Year's Eve. And why am I making a cheese tray? This job sucks. I'm not kidding you. Really enjoying this ride.